Today we are discussing part 2 of mathematical physics. Linear differential equation. A differential equation is an equation involving derivatives of a dependent variable with respect to one or more independent variable. Like that, for example, dx over dt plus dy over dt is equal to x plus y. Here you can see x and y are two dependent variable and t is independent variable. For solution of differential equation, a function free of derivative is said to be a solution of differential equation. There are two types of differential equation. First is ordinary differential equation and second is partial differential equation. In an ordinary differential equation, there is only one single independent variable present. And in partial differential equation, two or more independent variable are present. For example of ordinary differential equation, here you can see here only one independent variable is present, which is y. Which is x. Y is dependent variable. For example of a partial differential equation, here you can see x and y are independent variable and z is dependent variable. For order of differential equation, the order of highest order derivative appear in the differential equation is called order of differential equation. In this equation you can see here the order of a differential equation is 1, because dy over dx is only differential available in this equation. And similarly for this equation, highest derivative is del square z over del square over del x square plus the order is 2 and degree of differential equation is the highest power of the highest order derivative. Here in this equation, highest derivative is dy over dx and their highest power is 2. So we can write here degree of differential equation is 2. And similarly for this type of equation, degree is equal to 1. For solving differential equation, general solution and particular solution. The solution of a differential equation containing an essential arbitrary constant is called general solution of the differential equation. If we put particular value of to the arbitrary constant, it's said to be particular solution. There may also be solution which has no arbitrary constant and also cannot be obtained from general solution, called singular solution. Now, linear differential equation. This is the general form of linear differential equation. Here d is equal to dy over dy and d square is equal to d2 by dy square up to so on, etc. Now, method of solution of equation. dy over dx plus py equal to q. This is a general equation of first order differential equation. For solving first order differential equation, we use integrating factor, which is equal to e raised to power integral p dx if we multiply this term both sides, we get this equation. We can write this equation as p plus d over dx to y e integral p dx equal to q e integral p dx. Now integrate both sides with respect to x. We get this equation. Where c is arbitrary constant. Now another method. equation reducible to linear form. dy over dx plus py equal to q y raised to power n, and therefore this is not a linear yet. So multiply both sides with y raised to power minus n for this solution. We need to convert this equation into linear differential equation form. So let z equal to y raised to power 1 minus n and differentiate with respect to x, we get or now put this value in this equation, we get now multiply by both sides 1 minus n, we get dz over dx plus 1 minus n pz equal to 1 minus n into q. Here we can use here integrating factor equal to e integration 1 minus n p dz dx. Now similarly we can solve this equation using this method. Let's do some questions. In this question we need to find their solution. This is a first order differential equation, linear differential equation. In this form, this is not look like as our linear differential form, so we convert this equation into linear differential equation form. We can write here on solving. Here we can write here now finding integrating factor. Here p is equal to minus 1 by x, so we can write here minus 1 by x dx. Now integrate minus 1 by x, we get 1 by ln x. We can write this as, now using Lagrangian property, we can write this like that. Now we find integrating factor. Now using this method, y into integrating factor is equal to q into integrating factor dx plus c. Now y into integrating factor 1 by x equal to integration of 1 minus 1 by x into x, or integrating factor 1 by x dx plus c. Now multiply e raised to power x now integrate this term, we get this term. Now these both terms are same, so we cut them. Now y by x is equal to e raised to power x divided by x plus c. Here we can write here y is equal to like that. This is the final answer of this question. Now let's do another question. Here you can see, if we multiply this minus term, now taking y square common, and this here is multiply, then if we take here on left hand side, we get this. Now here you can see this is like that, so we can write this as like this. For the solution of differential equation, now integrate both sides, we get now integrating this, now integrate this term, we get x square by 2 ln x minus Let's solve this. So it's come x square by 4 plus c. Sorry, यहाँ पे माइनस साइन also come. So we can write here. Now this is the solution of this differential equation. Now let's do similar question like that. Here we can write here like that. Taking common x square and dx, now this x square go here, now this is equal to differential of y by x, so we can write this now. Here in the left hand or right hand side you can see y is also present, so for integration it is not possible to integrate like in this condition, so we use y is equal to vx and dy over dx is equal to v plus x dv over dx. Here dv is equal to 1 minus 3vx square dx. We put this equation and this in this equation, we get this. Now we can write here dv over dx is equal to 1 minus 3vx square now comparing with the linear differential equation. Here p is equal to 3x square and q is equal to 1. Now finding integrating factor, we get e raised to power 3x square dx. On integration we get x raised to power x cube. Now putting in this identity, y into e raised to power x cube is equal to integration of e raised to power x cube dx plus c. Now this is a solution of this differential equation. For more solution, you can integrate this now. For higher order linear differential equation, for solving higher order linear differential equation, we use complementary function plus particular integral. This is a linear equation with constant coefficient. If q equal to 0, then this equation is called associated homogeneous equation. For associated homogeneous differential equation, homogeneous equation, we find only complementary function. Here the solution of associated homogeneous equation is called complementary solution. And this is a solution of this homogeneous differential equation. The general solution of homogeneous equation and its complementary function is written as like that. Here, if a solution is non-homogeneous, then we need its complementary function and particular integral. So we write here for non-homogeneous differential equation, complementary function plus particular integral. In this type of equation, there are two cases come. Roots are real and different. Y is equal to c1 e raised to power m1x plus c2 e raised to power m2x. For case second, if roots are real and equal, the solution become y is equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to power m1x. Case 3, if roots are imaginary, like alpha plus minus iota beta. So we write here the solution of this differential equation like that. Or we can write this equation like that, or in term of cosine and sine. Let's do some question on this topic. Put d is equal to m. So we can write here m raised to power 4 minus 4 into m raised to power 3 plus 8 into m raised to power 2 minus 8m plus 4 equal to 0. For this solution we need to find this equation factors. So divide this equation by m square, we get this equation. Here we can write here now using this we can write m plus 2 divided by m square minus, and taking common here 4 minus 4 now let so we can write here t square minus 4t plus 4 equal to 0. Now to get the factor, now put the value of 2 in this equation. Now getting the value of m is equal to imaginary term is come, so we write the using case third for the solution. So we can write here this This term comes due to because this is the value of m only, or here there is a square, so there are two terms come, that's why we take this value. Now taking e raised to power x common on both equation, both values, here e raised to power ix is equal to cos x plus iota sin x, and similarly for e raised to power minus iota x is equal to cos x minus iota sin x. So we can use here multiply this term now. Taking common cos x and sin x, so we can write like that, plus this is the final answer of this equation, or we can write here, because c1 c2 c3 c4 are constant, so we can write here like that, c1 plus c3 is equal to c1 dash, and c2x plus c4x is equal to c2 dash x. And similarly for this equation also, c3 dash plus c dash 4x sin x. Now for solving particular integral, method of finding the particular integral. This is a general differential equation, so we can denote this like fd, so we can write fd into y is equal to x. Here fd is 1 by fd is inverse of fd, so we can write y is equal to f dx. So 1 by dx is equal to integral x dx. Now value of fd is equal to this equation, so we can write like that, where m1 m2 and up to mn are their factors or are their zeros. So we can write fd like that. So we can write 1 by f dx equal to 1 by d m1 into d minus m2 up to d minus mn. First we need to evaluate 1 upon d minus mn x. Then evaluate 1 upon d minus mn minus 1 into 1 upon d minus mn x, etc. Let for journal example 1 upon d minus alpha into x is equal to y. So generally we can write here like that. For their solution we have an important formula, y is equal to e raised to power alpha x integral e raised to power minus alpha x into x dx. According to this method we find this value and then evaluate this value. For we can write here 1 upon d minus beta to d minus alpha. Beta is another factor of the given condition, so we can write here using this integration formula. We can write here e raised to power alpha x integral e raised to power minus alpha x into x dx. Now for 1 by d minus beta we can write here e raised to power beta x integral e raised to power beta x into e raised to power alpha x into e raised to power minus alpha x x dx for this integration. Let's do some question on this topic. Using complementary method we can write here m is equal to 3 and 2 are the factor, so we can write complementary function is equal to c1 e raised to power 3x plus c2 e raised to power 2x. Now particular integral e raised to power 3x, this term go here, go this side, so we can use this identity for solving this differential equation. So we need to make like that d minus alpha 1 upon d minus beta term using this integration formula. So we can write here like this equation can be converted into this equation, because 3 and 2 are the factor of the given equation. So we can write this. Now using this equation, so we can write here x is this e raised to power 3x. Now we do this for d minus 3, so we can write here like that. Similarly doing this here, beta is equal to 3, so we can write here e raised to power 3x, and inside we can write here e raised to power 3x minus 3x as using this formula into x, where x is e raised to power 3x. So we can write here like that. On their solution we get this 1 by d minus 2 e raised to power 3x into x. Now again using this identity, 1 minus d minus beta x is equal to e raised to power beta x e raised to power minus beta x into x dx. So we can write here y is equal to e raised to power 2x integration e raised to power minus 2x into x e raised to power 3x dx. Here x is equal to x into e raised to power 3x. Now we can write here x into e raised to power x dx. On their integration we get this. Now y is equal to c1 e raised to power 3x plus c2 e raised to power 2x plus x into e raised to power 3x minus e raised to power 3x. Let's do another question. Put d is equal to m, so we can write here and get the value of m is equal to plus minus 1. So their complementary function is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Now particular integral. Now we can write this d2 square plus 1 like that. Now d squared by d, and we get this term. So we can write here 1 by d square plus 1 is equal to 2i into d minus I minus 2i over d plus I. So we can put this in this equation. So we can write here pi is equal to 2i sec square x. Now this condition is similar for like that. So we can use here, we get sec square x dx minus integration e to x sec square x dx. Now we can write here we can write e raised to power minus iota x like that. And similarly for e raised to power plus iota x, we can write cos x plus iota sin x sec square x dx. Now multiply this sec square x, we get here sec x minus iota tan x sec x dx. Similarly for this, we get sec x plus iota tan x sec x dx. Here in both integration of sec x is common and iota tan x sec x common, so we can write here like that minus iota e raised to power iota x plus e raised to power minus iota x integration of tan x sec x dx. Now integration of sec x is log sec x tan x. integration of tan x sec x is equal to sec x plus c so we can write here y is equal to particular integral is equal to 1 by 2i, and we can write here this term 2 iota sin x here. Sin x is equal to e raised to power iota x minus e raised to power minus iota x divided by 2i, and similarly for cos x is equal to e raised to power iota x plus e raised to power iota x divided by 2. So we can use this in this term, so we can write here minus 2i cos x sec x. Now particular integral is equal to sin x ln sec x plus tan x minus 1. Cos x is cut by sec x, so we can write here y is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. c2 sin x plus sin ln sec x plus tan x minus 1. This is a solution of this differential equation. Now some particular integrals. First is 1 by fd e raised to power ax. We can write here at d is equal to a 1 by fa into e raised to power x. This will become this. If fa is equal to 0, then do the partial differentiation of this fd, then put the value of d is equal to a, and multiply by x to the numerator. If f dash a also 0, then 1 by f dax is equal to x squared divided by f dash a eax. So then double differentiate the differential equation. If this become n times, then differentiate n times and multiply x raised to power n. If this condition occur, then use this identity. If sine term is present in the particular integral, so used this formula. So we can write here for the value of d, we put this value of a as minus a square sin ax, or similarly for cos term, cos ax. Now other important relation. If this type of condition occur, then use e raised to power ax into 1 upon fd plus a phi x. In this condition, you plus the value of e raised to power a. Similarly, if aforementioned phi x is occur, you can use this as I earlier discussed this formula for like that. So these are, both are same. Now another formula, if two variables like x and phi x are come, so we can use here this identity like that, x minus 1 by fd into fd dash into 1 by fd phi x. Let's do some question. Using these properties. First we need to find complementary function, so we need to find the factor. So put d is equal to m, so we get this equation. Now these are the factor of this equation. M is equal to this 113. So their complementary function is equal to c1 x c2 e raised to power x plus c3 e raised to power 3x. Now their particular integral is equal to 1 by d cube minus 5d square plus 7d minus 3 e raised to power 2x cos hyperbolic x. Cos hyperbolic x is equal to e raised to power x plus e raised to power minus x divided by 2. So we can use this here. So we get particular integral is equal to or we can write here now. It is easy to solve using the property of this. So we use here this property. Is equal to, now using this property, putting the value of a on d, if we put here the value of a here is 3, on D, denominator becomes 0. So we need to differentiate this term. So we can write here and similarly if we put in this value also x or a is equal to 1, answer also becomes 0, infinite, sorry, this term becomes 0. So we need to differentiate this term also. So we can write here now putting the value of a in this equation, again in this equation if you put d is equal to 1, then it's also becomes 0, then again differentiate this term. So we get here this. Now put the value of a is equal to 1. So we get here now this is a particular integral. Now y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. This is the required solution of this differential equation. Now do another question. D minus a raised to whole power n into y is equal to e raised to power ax. Now put d is equal to m. We get m minus a raised to power whole power n is equal to 0. Then we get m is equal to a. It means all roots are same. So we can write here CF is equal to C1 plus x C2 plus x square C3 up to x raised to power n minus 1 Cn into e raised to power ax. Now the particular integral e raised to power ax divided by d minus a raised to power n is equal to, now here you can see if we differentiate this term 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, if the value of n become 0 on differentiation, means when we differentiate this n times like that, this term become non-zero. So we can write here like that x raised to power n e raised to power ax divided by factorial n, because if we differentiate this term like that e raised to power for first time, again differentiate this term up to n times, so we can write this like we can write here factorial n. So now y is equal to CF complementary function plus particular integral. CF is equal to C1 plus x C2 up to so on x raised to power x minus n cn e raised to power ax plus x raised to power n e raised to power ax divided by factorial n. Let's do another method for solving differential equation, which is named as method of variation of parameters. This is valid for only second order differential equation. For in this method we use this equation. Here u and v are the solution of the corresponding homogeneous equation. Here C1 dash is equal to minus R by V divided by UV dash minus U dash V equal to minus RV by W. This W is called Wronskian matrix. Here C2 dash is equal to divided by UV dash minus U dash V equal to RU divided by W. Here W is Wronskian matrix, so it can write in this form. Let's do a question on this method for understanding. Y double dash plus A square Y is equal to sec AX. Wronskian matrix is equal to UV U dash V dash. For in this method we need to let U is equal to cos AX and V is equal to sin AX are the integral for corresponding homogeneous equation. So we can write W is equal to cos AX sin AX, and U dash is the differentiation of U and V dash is the differentiation of V. So we can write here like that, and on solving the matrix we get this value is equal to A. Now we need to find C dash. This is no C dash, this is C1 and C2. On integration of C1 dash and C2 dash we get the value of C1 and C2 dash, C2. Now we need using the formula C1 dash is equal to minus RV by W is equal to minus, here using the journal equation this and compare this given equation, we can say that R is equal to sec AX. So we can write here R is equal to sec AX into V is sin AX, as we let divide by W which is come A and equal to minus 1 by A tan AX. Similarly for C2 dash we can write RU divided by W is equal to R is sec AX and U is cos AX divided by A. which is equal to 1 by a, as 1 by cos ax is equal to sec x. Now integrating c1 dash, we get c1 tan ax dx. On integration we get 1 by a square ln cos ax plus a, some constant a. And similarly for c2, we get x by a plus b. Now putting this value in the journal equation of this method, we get this. C2 comes this, V is sin ax. On rearranging these terms, we can write this is the final answer of this equation. This is a solution of this differential equation. Thank you.